Alright, YouTube viewers, today we're going to take a look at my latest purchase. I've got this dirt bike carrying rack that goes on the back of the pickup. This is a homemade model. I got this on the Facebook marketplace. There was a guy that was selling it. He had it listed for $30, but he was moving. He'd tell me about it. He was moving. And needed to get rid of it. Didn't want to keep it. The reason he didn't want to keep it is it only holds one bike, and he's got two bikes that he takes out and rides. So he bought a little trailer, loads up both bikes, and he doesn't need this anymore. So that's what he did. I've got a trailer too that I normally use. Matter of fact, I'll show you. I've got my trailer over here, and I mean it's a full-size tandem axle. It's car hauler size, but it's not really classified as a car hauler. And then I just have my little wheel chock up here. Roll the front tire into the wheel chock and then strap the bike down. You're good to go. But this is a big trailer to haul around for one lousy bike. So I think that for me, if I'm just going by myself, then this carrier setup I think will be good. And I'll be loading up my Q-Link XF200. I've never used one of these things before. The bike carrying rack, I've never used one before, but it looks fairly self-explanatory. You just you get a ramp, you load the bike onto it, strap it down, you're good to go. The one piece of the puzzle that I'm missing here is a ramp to load the bike with. Normally it would come with, and he had it set up really well. He built it himself, welded everything together, and he has like a door hinge here. So obviously the other part of the hinge would be on the ramp. You put your ramp here, and then you slide the bolt or whatever pin into here, load your bike on, and you're good. And then you take, and he's got another hinge bracket welded up here. So you take your ramp off of that end and you bring it up here and you put it on that, put your pin in, and then your ramp just lays like across here. And I'm guessing it probably drops in like right in here, and he probably had it clamped down or strapped down or something, but just slides into a 2-inch receiver hitch, and then it has a hitch extension on here. I don't know if I'll ever actually use that, but it's a nice feature to have if I ever want to. So like I said, it's all the guy built it himself. Well, not the guy that I bought it from, but the guy that owned it before him. I guess it was a buddy that put it together, and then he ended up with it, and then I bought it from him. He had it listed for $30, dropped his price down to $15. So that was something I couldn't pass up. I was like, worst case scenario, it's $15 just to try it out. If I don't like it, then I can go buy a better one, or if I decide I do like it, then it was awesome. But we're gonna try it out. The one thing that concerns me is it's made out of 4-inch C channel, so it's 4 inches from outside to outside, which means the inside is just a little under 4 inches, and it'll probably be just fine. Like with a normal dirt bike, your front tire will fit right down in that, no problem. Then your back tire just kind of sits on top of it back here. But I'm running a Supermoto setup with trail tires on, so I've got wide tires front and rear. My front tire is a 460 by 17, so just over 4.5 inches wide. Back tire is a 510 by 17, so it's just over 5 inches wide. So neither tire is going to sit down in that channel. It'll sit up like on it, but I'm hoping it'll kind of drop down in there at least a little bit, enough to hold it securely. Anyway, like I said, I've never used one of these before. I've never even loaded this bike onto this one. I just barely picked this up last night. We're going to try it out. We're going to load it up, and you're going to get to watch me either fail or see how awesome this is. So good luck with that, I guess. Okay, I just want to say I apologize for there not being a video of me actually loading the bike on here, but I got it on here. I was going to record me loading the bike so that you could see it, but my camera just didn't record it. Like, I hit the record button, looked, make sure like it looked like it was recording, but obviously it didn't record because I have no footage of that at all. So I was worried a little bit about like the tire fitting down into that C channel, and you can see like it's mostly in there sort of, but like it also rides up on top of the channel. Like, it doesn't really sit down in there. But again, these are wide tires. Like a real front tire on an actual dirt bike setup would sit right down in there, no problem. Most of your dirt bike tires aren't any wider than like 3 inches, so they'd sit right down in there, no problem. The straps hold it pretty good and tight. I wanted it to stand up fairly straight. It might be leaning a little bit to the one side, but it sits on there pretty good. Straps are getting tight. Obviously, if I was to tow this thing around for real, I'd probably have ratchet straps on here just because they hold more securely. These straps with the, I don't know, cam buckle thing, I've seen these things slip, loosen up, and I don't want that to happen. But for right now, it's fine. I might take it for a little ride around the neighborhood, and if I was going on a real trip, like actually going somewhere, then I would definitely put some ratchet straps on there, hold it down good and secure. I've got a little strap on the back, just right there on the rear foot peg bracket, and that's just to keep the back end from hopping around so it doesn't come off on the back, because if it came off, then you'd be dragging your bike down the highway, and that's not a good thing. So I just kind of put that on there just to hold it. That strap I actually got from the guy that I bought this rack from. He's a really cool guy, really nice guy. He was getting out of here, and because he's getting rid of this rack, he figures, well, I don't need that short little strap anymore. And also, I had some problems last night because I brought it home not on this pickup, but with my other pickup over here. Actually, technically my wife's pickup, the little Colorado. And the issue I was having was with the hitch. I'll show you the receiver hitch down here on this one. Like, I would slide the rack in, but it would hit this plate that's welded on the back side. It wouldn't go in far enough to actually put the pin in here. Sorry, camera angle might be screwed up. I can't see. But so I couldn't actually put my pin in to hold it. And if I had a smaller size pin, I could have put it in there and it would have held it. But I just have the big pin. I don't have the little one. So we ended up sliding it into there as far as we could. And then we took that little bitty ratchet strap that he had and we hooked it in here and out to the end of the rack to hold it in just so I could get home. So that was really cool of that guy, just to give me that strap. But anyway, so right now that strap holds the back end of the bike down, just nice and secure so it can't come up and off of there. Loading this thing on here was super easy. I just took my ramp off of the trailer, just kind of laid it down right here, and the bike just rolled right on. The only issue I had was because my feet kept slipping in the snow. Wrong time of year to be playing with this kind of crap, I know, but that's okay. I don't mind. I'll play with it anyways. The only issues I'm really seeing with it looks like that C channel is bent. Back here, the back part is kind of leaning down. And I don't know if that got bent while he was carrying a bike. The guy that I got it from said he only ever used it once. And it worked fine for him that one time that he used it. So I don't know. And like I said, the guy that I bought it from isn't the guy that built this. So I don't know if the guy that built this just found some scrap metal laying around and it was already bent, and he's like, well, I'll just make it work, and he did. Or if it bent because of the bike that he had on there. But either way, I don't know. It shouldn't be too hard to bend it back. Just, slide it into the pickup and then put a jack on each end and then just kind of jack that up. And it should bend back. So that's bent. I'll have to take care of that. But for right now, it'll work. Like, it's fine. I'm not going to be using it right now anyways, other than a quick run around the neighborhood just to show you. The other issue is you can't see my license plate on the back of the pickup. Like I guess if you get down real low, you can see part of it, but I can't really see it. You can see the tail light pretty good on the right side of the pickup. Left side, the tire and fender kind of obstruct that a little bit. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but the bike does look like it's sitting maybe a little far forward, like towards the driver's side of the pickup. But I think that once again is because I've got the Supermoto set up right now. So I've got that smaller diameter front wheel, and I'm pretty sure, like if it was an actual dirt bike setup, we got that bigger front wheel, larger diameter, and that would push the bike back a little bit further, so you'd be a little more centered on it. But honestly, it's not bad. Like, it sits in there pretty good. It doesn't really wobble a whole lot. I don't know if I can actually show you decently. Like, just grab onto it, and, I mean, it wobbles some, not a lot though, so that's pretty good. So anyways, we're gonna go take a run around the neighborhood, just to try it out, just a little drive, and hopefully it doesn't fall off of there, but honestly I don't think it will. Like, it should be pretty good. Like, the straps are good and tight, it's not really wobbling too horribly, so it should be pretty good. I'm gonna go take a drive, and we'll see for sure. Of course, I'll bring you along with me for the ride. I think I'll just set the camera up here, top of the toolbox, so that you can look back and see it. As long as my camera keeps recording, because it did quit on me that one time. So, but we're gonna go ahead and we'll try that out. See if I can get this thing right there, maybe. Okay. I don't know how well. You can't really see the dirt bike too well, but at least you'll be able to see if it falls off, and then you have something to laugh at me for. So that's okay. But anyway, we're gonna go take a drive around and see how sturdy it is. I guess you'll also be able to see, like, if it wobbles, like if it tilts back and forth, you'll be able to see that on the camera pretty good. So, yeah, we're gonna go take a run around, try it out. We're not gonna be going real fast because I don't want to lose my camera, but we'll take it for a run. Alright, well, that turned out pretty good. Got my camera here. Oh, good, it's still recording. So, I think you might have saw it wobble a little bit, but really not bad. And like I said, obviously, if I was going any real distance, I'd change out these straps, put some ratchet straps on, just so they don't slip and they hold secure. I might change up how I tie down the back end a little bit, but overall, it did pretty good. Just running around, hit a few bumps. The neighborhood hasn't been plowed real good. We got snow everywhere, and it just hasn't really been taken care of like it really should be, I think. But overall, like, this thing it's pretty good. Looks like I spun the wheels a little bit. Got a little snow on the tire. That's all right. It's a dirt bike. I can handle it. But one thing I really like is actually how far away from the truck the bike sits. Like, it could be a little bit closer, but I think I like it better being a little further out. If I wanted to put like a camper shell on the truck, and actually I could put this on the other truck, because I do want to put a camper shell on that one. I don't like that tonneau cover. I want to get rid of it, and I'd like to put a camper shell on there. So if I had the camper shell, then like my handlebars up here are definitely not going to hit. Like, I got plenty of room here. They're not going to hit the camper shell. Like, should be good. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I think this will work just fine for me. If I can just get this piece straightened out, like I said, it's kind of bent. It's not awful, and it still holds the weight, and it's fine and everything, but I don't know. I would just like it better if it was straight, not bent. A little bit OCD, I guess. So now I just got to unload it, which I think for that, I'm not even going to worry about a ramp, because this end here is actually pretty close to the ground right now. And as I roll the bike back, that'll tip a little bit and it'll be even closer. So I'll just roll it off of there, and it won't hurt anything. It'll just drop right off. It'll be fine. So yeah, this is my new purchase. So far I like it. I do wish that the channel was a little bit wider, so it would hold that tire in there a little bit better. But I think it'll be fine. I don't think I'll have any issues with it. Yeah, should be good. I might eventually try and figure out how to wire like some lights onto it, and maybe a different way to mount like a license plate so it's visible and everything. So I don't want to get pulled over for something stupid like can't see the plate or can't see the lights, or something like that. And honestly, I think the cops around this area, I think they'll be pretty lenient with that. But I'd just rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to get pulled over for something stupid. I do want to, I want to cut the end of the bar off a little bit, because it works fine in this pickup, like with the hitch and everything, but like I was showing you on the other pickup, like this piece here that goes in, I need to, camera angle. This piece here that goes into the receiver, I want to cut just a little bit off the end of that, like maybe half an inch. Just cut a little bit off so it'll go into the other pickup, and then I can use it on there. And another thing I was thinking, sorry for the wind noise. Another thing I was thinking is I can probably build a clamping bracket thing that goes on here to hold that more secure so it doesn't wobble around when you're driving down the road. I think that would help a lot. So just some ideas. But for right now, even just as it is, like, it'd probably work just fine. Never have any issues with it. A little bit of wobbling won't really hurt anything. Anyways, yeah. So that's my new toy. Something to play with. If you like today's video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Tell all your friends about it. Share it with everybody. And until next time, take it easy.